Nina.
Hello, everyone. My name is Dan Meredith, along with Nina Tucker, and we want to welcome you to the Small Business Council webinar series. Today we have Small Business Refresh and Reset with Shiva Shanti Yoga School and Midtown Commercial Realty. The Small Business Council is designed specifically for the largest segment of the Meadowlands Chamber membership. The Small Business Council provides access to learning opportunities with a monthly workshop to address topics of interest in small business owners and executives. Today, we're going to start with Shiva Shanti Yoga School, founded and directed by Felice Berman. Shiva Shanti Yoga School offers loving guidance and yogic teaching to people. Today, we have Mary Huang with us, a graduate of the inaugural Shiva Shanti Teacher Training Program in 2010. Mary strives to teach fun classes that inspire students to find a balance between focused effort and ease. Today, Mary will take us through exploring yoga and meditation to refresh intention and focus. Take it away, Mary.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for having me. How many of you have ever done yoga before or had any meditation experience?
Once.
That's all right. You could put your hands down now. The main thing that yoga can help us do, as well as meditation, is to be present in the moment. And when we're present in the moment, we're more able to find possibilities and solutions, right? You ever been in that flow state or seen people in that flow state? Like you ever see, a quarterback making every play in the game? They're not thinking of everything at that time. They've been prepared, they've been prepped, but they're really able to access all that power because they're so present in the moment that those little things, they don't have time to analyze, they can just execute. So in these days, when we have so much stimuli, so much news, everything is blitzing at us, right? It's impossible for our brains to be able to adequately process everything and also maintain a state of health and well-being. And as you may know, once you feel stressed out, your body releases cortisol, which is that stress hormone. And the cortisol is really good. It's that shot of adrenaline that you need to run away from the tiger, which is fine, but you're not meant to be in a cortisol state 24/7. And as small business owners and everything else happening in politics, cortisol is being released all the time. So once you feel stressed out, right, your body shifts its energy from your immune system, from your digestive system, from your reproductive system, all these things that are normal states of health, just to solve that problem of that emergency of like running away from the tiger. So when you release that cortisol, it takes 24 hours to catabolize it. So if something is stressing you out every single day, your body starts to not have a chance to maintain a state of natural health, right? So my job is to teach you simple ways that you can reconnect with your present moment or reconnect with your breath, relieve some of that stress, and be able to be more effective, like in your daily life. And it doesn't take a long time. It doesn't take like magic mantras or anything else. It just takes a little bit of desire, a little bit of discipline, and some simple reminders, right? So it's something that you can incorporate every day, beginning right now. So first I'd like you to just, as you inhale, reach your arms all the way up, spread out through your fingers, really spread your fingers out. So, and then close your eyes and feel as if someone's lifting you up, pulling your arms up. Remember when you're a little kid and someone just pulls you and swings up? So feel your sit bones rooted into your chair, but feel your whole spine is getting longer. Feel your chest moving away from your hips. And as you breathe, just sit a little bit taller, stretch your arms a little bit further up. And then as you exhale, take a gentle seated twist to your right. So bring the arms down. Maybe you're touching your chair with your arms or whichever. And just keep your hips steady. You're moving from the navel through the ribs, the shoulders, and the chin. And you're breathing. So every inhalation, you're sitting a little taller. As you exhale, you can use your hands just to help you deepen into the twist a little bit more. Keep breathing. With your next inhalation, begin to unwind yourself, reach your arms back up again. And again, lift your arms up, straighten your elbows. Use that to help lift your entire rib cage away from your ribs. And then as you exhale, take a gentle seated twist now to your left. So twists, the spine is nice and tall. You're simply revolving yourself. And this can help support our digestive systems. This can help relieve back pain. Beautiful. Keep breathing. With your next inhalation, go ahead. Reach your arms back up again as you unwind. Now bring your right hand down to maybe the arm of your chair and just begin to reach over with your left arm. So you're deeply pressing your left hip down and you're just extending, really extend through the fingertips. Rotate that left shoulder up so the chest is opening up to the sky, and keep feeling your ribs elongating as you're breathing and you're reaching out. Beautiful. And then with your next exhalation, we're just going to switch to the other side. So bring your hand to your armrest, reach right that arm up, stretch through the fingertips, rotate that top shoulder back so the chest is opening, and keep pressing that right hip down into the seat so you feel length. And as you inhale, feel like those ribs are expanding as you're reaching. Beautiful. Exhale and release. Beautiful. Now just shake it out. Shake your head yes, shake your head no. Let go of any tension. And even though shaking might not seem like a lot, shake through your shoulders and shake through your arms. It also helps release the lymph system, right? And the lymph system is that fluid system that helps drain your muscles and bodies of lymphatic fluid, which is an important part of also helping detox the body. And just shake your midsection out, and you could do a few like chest rolls. Imagine your favorite concert. Just get some movement in the body, right? A lot of times when we're jumping out of bed and getting to work, it's hard to fit in a workout or do a whole yoga regime, but get a little movement in. All right, now find a comfortable, steady seat, right? If you have glasses on, you can take them off and put them to the side. Now, remember, your mind is such a powerful being that it's designed to think about everything. It's designed to analyze and process things. It's designed to keep you safe, keep food on the table, to take in all this news and decide what's important. But meditation is really about relaxing the mind, right? And we can't go in and like massage the brain. We can drink bourbon and try to pickle the brain, but that's not really effective in a workday environment. So how do we relax the mind is first by acknowledging it. And how do we acknowledge it is really by being present to it, right? In this day and age, with all our phones and stuff, one of the best gifts you can give to anybody is your undivided attention. So give this gift to yourself, even if after today, it's just for 2 minutes a day, if you're in a parking lot, whichever. I want you to gently close your eyes with an exhalation and allow your face to begin to relax. Soften the jaw. Let your eyes relax down into their eye sockets. And then use your next deep inhalation through your nose to simply lengthen the spine. And exhale and just soften the shoulders, soften your muscles. Right, and observe just from the get-go with that first closing of the eyes and that deep inhalation, how you are able to sit taller, right? And that's all it takes, is when you care, that makes all the difference. So you should care about your breath, about your presence, and about yourself, right? Because in any emergency situation, even on the airplane, they always say you need to put your own oxygen mask on first before you can put it on anybody else. So we're going to begin with a slow, deep 3-part breath. Everything is through the nose if that is comfortable and available for you today. Right? When we breathe through the nose, we have the benefit of all the nose hairs, the cilia, the air filters. It really helps filter, and especially in the wintertime, warm up the air as you're breathing it into your body. So the 3-part breath, after your next natural exhalation, you're going to inhale to the base of the belly. Feel the belly expand to the middle of the lungs. And then all the way to the top of the chest, bringing your breath all the way up to the throat. You're going to exhale from the top to the middle and the bottom. And we'll just repeat that. So inhale from the bottom to the middle, all the way up to the top. And then exhale from the top to the middle and the bottom. So it seems very simple, but it's very profound because the largest part of your diaphragm is down at the base, right? So when we get panicked and we have that shallow breathing, we're actually telling our body to begin that fight or flight response. So the moment you can take a deep breath in, you're calming your vagus nerve, you're giving your body oxygen, and you're actually telling itself, it's okay, I've got this, right? Any questions so far? No? Okay, so unless somebody's there telling you take a deep breath, which sometimes can be really annoying if you just want to punch somebody, I'd like to set in built-in reminders to your day that make it very easy. So we all, multiple times a day, hear this, or we hear this, right? So for the rest of today, your challenge is every time you hear something like this, or that, just to take a deep breath. It's available to you all the time. Anytime the phone rings, you can take a moment, take a deep breath, and then you can go about your day. So that's a really easy way, right, to build that in. But we'll get back to other meditation practices. So adding to our deep breath, I want you to exhale, close your eyes again. And as you inhale, I want you to think to yourself, breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I feel myself breathing out. So place one hand over your heart and place one hand over your navel. And we'll do that again. So after your next exhale, breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I feel myself breathing out. And as you're breathing in slowly and deeply and breathing out completely, you can shorten that phrasing to breathing in, I know. Breathing out, I feel. Breathing in, I know. Breathing out, I feel. So continue this for the next minute. I'll tell you when to end. And you can physically, right, feel the movement of your breath as you are breathing in slowly. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I feel. Keep going. And after your next gentle exhalation, release the arms and slowly open your eyes. All right. So everybody reach your arms up again and see if you can rest your forearms on your head. Maybe you can grab opposite elbows. See if you can get, how close you can get your biceps to your ears. All right. So this is a great positional therapy mode. And positional therapy are these positions where you can slacken your muscles. So keep your arms there. I'm just going to demonstrate. You know how muscles are striated, right? If we have a knot in our muscle and we stretch it, what happens? The knot gets tighter. In positions like these, the muscles get to slacken, so they get to loosen themselves up, right? And I don't know a single person right now who doesn't have tight shoulders. So the beautiful thing with positional therapy is that A, you can also do this practically anywhere, but B, you have to hold it for like 2 or 3 minutes. So give yourself like 3 or 4 Jeopardy songs, but you will see it'll begin to release and like loosen up the shoulders. You could even do this, lying down. Imagine you're like in a hammock somewhere. But the main thing is, remember, keep your biceps close to your ears, right? and you'll feel a lot better after doing that. So since our arms are up here, let's do a few chest circles, torso circles, so we can get some movement in the spine, right? If we sit too long, we tend to get stiff, things tend to get achy. And there's a lot of power, a lot of energy stored within the solar plexus, right in the midsection. So breathe as you're doing this. And if you'd like to switch the hold of the elbows, so your opposite hand is on top, that's good to do balance, right? We always tend to do like the familiar side. Good, so let yourself just relax a little bit. Let the shoulders begin to relax. Beautiful. Come back to stillness. Interweave your fingers together. And let's just do some pulleys. So I'm really just pulling one wrist up and one wrist down, right? If we're working, typing, whichever, driving a lot, wrist forearms tend to get very tight. Good, now do circles with the wrists and bring your arms all the way down as you're circling and all the way back up. Good, one more time, circling all the way down, circling all the way back up. Good, now join your forearms and elbows together and we're just going to rotate the wrists from side to side. So try to keep the elbows together as well. Keep the chest lifted, yes. Keep the torso nice and long, just stretching into the forearms. Good. Now as you exhale, flip the hands, try to keep the thumb and the pinky joined in and really press, stretch out through the knuckles of the hands. You can round through the back here, right? Feel from the shoulder girdle in the back that you're pressing the arms forward. And as you inhale, lift yourself back up again. Breathe in, and then as you exhale, shake it all out. All right. So a little word more about meditation, right? I told you it's about relaxing the brain, but it's really hard to go from fourth gear to first gear. So it can be helpful to bring your mind in line, to one thing. We'll shift it down gear first. So if you'd like to meditate in your practice and do that little mantra we did, like breathing in, I know, breathing out, I feel, that is great. We can also do very simple counting meditation as well for those of you, especially those who like numbers. So go ahead and close your eyes, sit nice and tall. And the beauty of sitting tall is that your bones and the spine will do the work for you. And if you haven't worked out in a while, it might feel tiresome to sit tall, but it's a good practice to have because your energy will be in better alignment in general. So closing your eyes, when you inhale, you're going to count 1. And when you exhale, you're going to count 1. Next inhale, you count 1. And as you exhale, you count 2. Next inhale, you count 1. And as you exhale, you count 3. Inhale, count 1. Exhale, 4. And you can continue with this until you lose track of the numbers. And once you miscount the numbers, you start all over again. So let's do this for 2 minutes. You can either start fresh with your counting or continue where you are. But let each count be nice and slow. Remember to deepen the breath, enjoy the breath. And especially now with so much talk about ventilators and everything, the quality of your breath is the quality of your life. So why not make it as deep and as rich and as full as you can? All right, take one more deep breath in. Exhale out through the mouth with a sighing sound. Take one more deep breath in, and we'll exhale that out through the mouth with a sighing sound. And when you're ready, you can slowly flutter open your eyes. Right, so the point of meditation is not that you're going to think of nothing, but the idea is to calm the mind, right? And thoughts and emotions will come up, but thoughts and emotions come and they go. The point is to realize that you are beyond all those things. And much like a surfer watches the waves to see which wave to ride, once you can watch your thoughts and emotions, you can choose, right, the best one to go on with your day. So if anybody has any questions, please feel to reach out. My email is mary@maryworld.com. I am honored to be able to join you guys today, and I thank you for all of your attention.
That was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary.
You're welcome.
And I will say I am much more relaxed to bring up the second part of our program today. Is going to be Nina Tucker, and she's going to introduce David Labush and the amazing habits to reset your business and your life.
Good morning, everyone. Nina Tucker, owner of Oasis Marketing. And this morning I am happy to introduce David, who is the managing director for Midtown Commercial Realty. David is responsible for the strategy and development of the industrial, multifamily, and office and medical segments of the real estate market. He began his career with several Fortune 500 companies before receiving his New Jersey real estate license. His corporate and entrepreneurial background, as well as his expertise in marketing, analytics, training and development, technology, project management, social media, and strategical planning benefits his clients at every level. So with that background, I am very happy to welcome David Labush.
Oh, good morning, everybody. I am excited to be here. Mary, thank you. I'm feeling better. I'm trying to drop 50 pounds, and I did a 6-mile hike over the weekend with my dogs, and because in my mind's eye, I'm still 22. So I feel like my back is a little loosened up, so I wanted to say thank you. It's, as everyone knows, it's a tough environment right now. Whether, and especially for a lot of us small business owners, we don't have the depth, of large corporations or the resources. And really, it depends on us. So, I want to share with you some amazing habits that I have put together. And hopefully it'll positively impact your mindset and, and change your life a little bit. College background is in industrial and labor relations, which a lot of that is human resources, organizational behavior, how people work together and interact. And throughout my entire professional career, I've always been involved in training and development and always learning and always looking to share. So hopefully you'll get some use out of this, and I'm happy to answer any questions anyone might have along the way. So let's see if I did this right. I did it right this morning, so we'll see. All right, look at that. It's good that I practiced before. So 10 amazing habits. So it's all about the positivity of change. It's all about the power of your mind. And Henry Ford said it very well. If you believe you can do something or you believe you can't do something, either way, you're right. And your mind is very, very powerful. And a lot of us give up too quickly or give our power to other people or situations. The worst is when we actually give our power to inanimate objects that we can't control. So let's look at some 10 amazing habits. Let's see. Come on. There we go. Number 1, no cell phone in the bedroom. It doesn't do you or anybody else any good if you are on all the time. Everything, we're a machine. Even machines need to shut down. We need to shut down, and you need to be able to reset your brain. You need to be able to wake up naturally. You need to be able to, I know a lot of us use our phone for our alarm. Instead of an alarm clock, we have our phone. Okay, but after that, don't touch your phone for 10 minutes when you wake up in the morning. Give yourself 10 minutes. Get up, use the restroom, stretch, look around your room. 10 minutes with no technology invading your space. It allows you, one, to wake up as your body intended, and two, it gives you a chance to think about what's my number one priority for the day? What's the number one thing I have to do? Because once you grab your phone, there's a million things going. I mean, all of us probably have 100 different apps. So your email is blinking, your social media, the 7 different social media sites, and your texts, and you're bombarded. Put it down. 10 minutes. Give yourself 10 minutes to disconnect, wake up. There, unless you are on call and the space shuttle is about to land and they need your help, or there's emergency surgery, you got to go, save a small child. Leave your phone alone for 10 minutes. The world will continue spinning. I guarantee it. Change your mentality. Do something to get your blood flowing. We just did some yoga. When you talk about physically getting in shape, people seem to picture, I pump you up and I'm going to be Mr. Olympian, or I'm going to win the Ironman. It's getting up and doing something to get your blood flowing, get your body moving. It releases endorphins. The endorphins make you feel better. So it's not one of these things, I haven't worked out in a decade. I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to lift as much weight as I can, and then you're going to be in pain and look like a cripple. No, get up and move. Take your dog for a walk. Take yourself for a walk. Do some yoga. Do some stretching. Do something that works for you. There's no right or wrong. All there is just do something, And as part of, changing your mentality, face your fears. Face some of your insecurities. These are some of the things that are holding you back. There's always the term of burn your boats. It's actually burn your effing boats. The idea being is that if you want to take the island, you got rid of your escape route. Well, this is part of facing some of your insecurities. Now, we're not going to be great at everything. There's no participation trophies. I'm sorry, I did not bring participation trophies for people. My suggestion is focus on the things that you're good at. The things that you're not good at, you're never going to be great at. Those are the things you're going to delegate, that you're going to get assistance for. Focus on what you're really good at. But build yourself up mentally, physically, spiritually, and emotionally. These are some of the areas that you need to work on. And one of the greatest ways actually to start changing your mentality is to show gratitude. Make time for others and show gratitude. Be grateful. When you wake up in the morning, spend a few seconds and look directly in that mirror and out loud say 3 to 5 things that you are grateful for. Once again, don't get stuck on, I didn't cure cancer yesterday. I didn't, finish world peace. It could be, I played a great game, a board game with my kids. I made a nice dinner. It could be something small, but it has to be out loud, not in your head. Speak it out loud. We always talk about over-delivering. You want to exceed expectations for our customers. Don't just do what's expected. Be rare. Take the initiative. Years ago, I used to do construction, a lot of residential addition siding, and the guy I worked for at the time, we were Don Odell and the Tradesmen. We sounded like a really bad rock band that played, speakeasies. But Don's philosophy, which I've learned when I was 17 years old and have held on to ever since, is if you were not willing to put your name, address, and phone number on the job site, like on a billboard, I don't want you on my job site. You need to take pride in what you do. And if the job site is left cleaner than when we got there, and if you're doing the job for somebody and you notice a little something else that's off, fix it. Take care of it. Don't charge them extra for this little thing. Say, hey, I noticed this and fix this for you. I took care of this for you. Be upfront with people. If something is going wrong and you've already developed a solution, reach out to your client. Don't hide it. Say, hey, I know this was promised here, but this went sideways. I already fixed a solution. I want to let you know that we're on top of it. But over-deliver for people. And it's a habit you need to get into. Too many people want to pass the buck. We're small business people. The buck stops with us. And there are thousands upon thousands of people that do what we do right around us. I mean, there's, 50, 60,000 real estate agents, licensed real estate agents in New Jersey. Why should you come to me? And we can all look at our own businesses and say the same thing. and it's over-delivering. It's taking care of our clients as if we were taking care of ourselves, a loved one, a family member, and that's something we really need to focus on. And you need to focus on human interaction, the humanity part of it. And I know we're in the COVID thing, we can't go out and hug people. There are other ways to human interact. It's picking up the phone and calling somebody. It's handwriting a note. There's many different ways that we can still interact with people, to reach out to your clients. When's the last time you went through your Rolodex of clients and reached out and said, hey, how are you doing? I'm not trying to sell you anything. How are you? I'm concerned. I want to make sure that you, your family, your loved ones are doing okay. I want to let you know if you need something, even non-business related, I'm here for you. Reach out to people. They want the human interaction. There is too much of the tweeting, texting, whatever. You don't see the inflection and you don't hear the inflection in someone's voice. Reach out and take the initiative on that. Show how much better you are, because it's about service and what we deliver. Apply what we've learned. We have all done so many of these self-help classes. We've read all these self-help books. We've been on all these different seminars. We've learned this, that, and the other thing. Apply it already. Use some of it. Stop looking for the newest book or the newest seminar. You have learned more than enough to start taking action, to do something. Use it as fuel. Take what you've learned and use it as fuel. And keep in mind that nothing is perfect. Nothing. So you're going to make adjustments along the way. So apply what you've learned, over-deliver to your clients. You want to be the merchant of wow. Holy cow, I called Dave and he was just unbelievable, and all of us need to have that, to be that merchant of wow. But have faith in yourself that you have learned enough to move forward. It doesn't mean stop learning. It doesn't mean not reading another book, not going to another seminar. But you got to start using what you've learned. What's the point of going to all these if you're not going to apply them? And you're going to modify things for your own use, for your own style, for your own business. But the big mistake a lot of us make is, hey, that was an awesome seminar. I feel jazzed up. And we go back into the same old thing. Use some of the things. Try it. Which leads right into continue to grow. You got to fix yourself. So just spoke about, going to seminars and reading books and learning from others. When's the last time that you studied yourself? You need to make a habit to study your trends, to study yourself. What do you like when you get angry, when you get frustrated, mad, lazy, agitated, depressed? Basically, when people don't want to be around you. Have you studied yourself and what you're like? What are some of your triggers? What puts you in there? What pulls you out of there? On the flip side, study yourself when you're joyful, when you're happy, when you're productive, when you have high energy, when people want to be around you, when you are a magnet drawing people to you. Study yourself. If you want to grow, you can't necessarily grow from others. You need to grow from yourself. You also need to be honest with yourself. Write down your feelings. Write down with what brought you to those feelings. They could be great feelings. It could be not so great feelings. But this is how you're going to study and learn from yourself as to what works for you. And you'll be amazed, though, once you start writing down your habits, how fast you're going to change your bad habits. Your bad habits, they don't help you. They don't help your business. They don't help your clients, your customers, your family, your friends, your loved ones. So focusing on what's good and working on that, but tracking that. Track what are some of your triggers. And it's introspective of looking at yourself, but you need to be honest with yourself. And keep in mind, none of us are perfect. We will never be perfect. You might eliminate a bad habit and you're going to find another one. That's okay. Really it is, because we're on a journey. It's not a race and it's not a competition. We each on our own individual journey to learn ourselves. And you will never be perfect. So we're going to keep improving, but you need to look at yourself. Write it down. It's one of the best ways. Keep a pen and paper next to your bed, because so many of us wake up with things and then you forgot it. Jot it down. You create your own shorthand of whatever it is. So, which leads me into look for positivity. I like to look for the light. Look for what's good in the world. Someone says good morning to you. How do you respond? You're like, oh, same stuff, different day. I hate Mondays. That's not where you need to be. Everyone knows what happens when you ask me, hey, Dave, how are you doing? I'm like, I'm living the dream. I am positive. I want to bring positivity. I want to put positivity out there. I want to bring positivity back. If someone's dressed nice, hey, you look really nice. You know, compliments are free. Didn't cost you anything. Didn't have to use your debit card, write a check. Compliment somebody on a job they did, on something. Compliment somebody, but it brings positivity. I mean, there's plenty of wrong in the world. Are you choosing to look for it? You know, are you gravitating that? Don't get wrapped up in situations that you can't control or change. That old adage, you know the things you can change, the things you can't, know the difference. You can't get wrapped up in things. It's like getting mad when you're stuck in traffic. What can you do? And we've all been in traffic, and there's always that person that's leaning on their horn. And boy, that horn's just going to change everything. That road's just going to open up, and we're all going to be cruising along. That person's looking for negativity. They're bringing negativity. Look for the positivity. Find a better song on the radio. Start singing. So, there's many things that you can do that directly affect you. You can't change the traffic. You can change how you react to the traffic. So I would give everyone here, I'm throwing out the gauntlet here, 24-hour challenge. For 24 hours, I want you to actively look for all the positive and good around you. I'm challenging yourself for 24 hours that you are not going to make a single negative comment. And you're going to try really hard not to have a single negative thought. 24 hours. What do you have to lose? You'll be back in the same place you are right now. 24 hours without making a negative comment. You'll find yourself pausing and trying to rephrase something, trying to flip it to get something better out of it. But 24-hour challenge of trying not to say or think anything negative. We just went through some yoga, and you talk about the energy and the chi and the flow through your body. Negativity blocks all these things. Negativity hurts you in so many ways. So does stress. So does worry. They don't solve anything. There is nothing solved by worrying. Worrying means that I need to focus and create a plan to fix whatever it is, but worrying does me no good. Worrying hurts you mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. So focus on the positive. You will, what you look for, you will find. We all know negative Nellies. You wake up and always try to find the negative in things. Distance yourself. Look for the positive. Look for the light. In fact, be the light. Because people are going to start seeing you talking and acting positively, and they're going to want to be around you. They're going to want to feed off you. They're going to be wondering, what magic waters have you been drinking to put this forward? And your clients are going to appreciate it. They're going to see this. Who do they want to work with? So there's my challenge for you. 24 hours. Try it. Which leads us to energy. So society seems to look down on people with high energy. Like, what the heck's wrong with that person? A few too many cappuccinos, are they on something? Energy is awesome. When people ask you, what's your most important resource? The answer I get all the time is time. Because you can never get time back. And I would argue and say time is not your most important resource. Energy is. Because you can have all the time in the world, but if you don't have energy to do what you got to do, the time is irrelevant. So I think time is your second most important resource, energy. You need to build up your energy so you're using your time. You got to move. Movement creates energy. Energy gets all of your systems working. If you're working at a desk every, half hour, 40 minutes, get up. Walk around, move, stretch. You can do a lot of this yoga stuff here right at your desk. Stand up and stretch, but move. It creates energy. It gets things flowing. Increasing your energy levels is crucial to increasing your success and your joy. A lot of people say that they want to be happy. And happy is an emotion. Happy is on the same level as walking through your living room in the middle of the night and stepping on a Lego or kicking a table. And, oh, it hurt. Happiness is a brief emotion. What you're looking for is a state of being. You're looking for joy. You're looking for a joyful, blissful life, not happiness. And you need energy to get you there. Energy to outdo your competition, energy to over-deliver for your clients, energy to build yourself up. So, moves on to those who have read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, stop your poor dad behavior. So, otherwise known as poverty behavior. So, it's easy to make a list of activities of those that live in poverty. And many people, when you think of poverty and you think of a poverty mindset, you're thinking of poor people. There are plenty of people with money that act with poverty behavior, constantly dependent on others, taking frequent shortcuts, a victim mentality, no mental growth, refuse to share anything with anybody, not investing, just spending, shying away from new experiences, wasting your energy and your time, blaming others, not taking responsibility. Go to a Star Wars thing, these are the things that bring you down the dark side, the path towards the dark side. But it's a poverty behavior. You need to empower yourself. You need to start thinking positively. Instead of spending, you're investing. If you have a lot of debt and you want to, you're focused on debt is a negative thing. It really is. If you want to focus on financial freedom includes paying down your debt, having passive income, building your business. That is a positive way to look at it. So it's taking a negativity like a debt and now I've turned it into a positivity of I'm trying to work towards financial independence. So it's stopping these positive behaviors. It's empowering yourself. And it's pausing and seeing, how am I thinking about this? Like, what's going through my head or my mindset? And it's making a conscious decision. What are you going to choose to do? And we hear it all the time. We hear people blame other people, or this person acted this way, or you get caught in that paint place drama thing. It's your choice to stay in there or move out. And if you are the light, if you're the positivity, that's going to get away. That darkness is going to disappear. You want to get rid of darkness, shine light on it. And poverty behavior is darkness. And it has nothing to do with how much money you have in the bank. It's about your mindset in your head. Enhance sleep. Sleep is so important. And we all love sleep, especially on a cold winter. You stick your toe out from under the blanket and you're like, oh, I don't want to get out of here, the big thing is is deep sleep. Deep sleep is where your body repairs itself, where it recovers, where it recharges. And we all need sleep. Sleep is a priority. It's not a slacker thing. Our body is designed for sleep. So examine, how good is your sleep? Is it restful? Is it relaxing? Is it peaceful? What do you like when you wake up in the morning? I mean, if you wake up in the morning and you're still tired, you wake up in the morning and you're achy, you wake up in the morning and you don't feel refreshed, you got to change some things. So what needs to change? It's not about the time that you sleep. Arnold Schwarzenegger does this speech where he talks about, 6 hours of sleep is all that you need. And someone said, oh, but I need, 7 hours of sleep. And Arnold's response is, well, sleep faster. It's not necessarily about the number of hours you sleep. It's the quality of your sleep. So, quality of sleep helps you show up. It helps you be focused. It helps you be present. It helps build your energy. It puts you in a good mood. So sleep is important. Those that sleep with the TV on, turn the TV off. Close the blinds. If you're using your phone for an alarm clock, well, put it on silent and put it on a towel. Because anytime something's going to beep or whatever, your phone's going to vibrate. You want a quiet, peaceful place. Not too hot for you, not too cold, good pillow. Examine where you're sleeping and how you're sleeping. It needs to be relaxed. It's a way of recharging, and people think this person's being lazy. You need this. It's an essential part of who you are. Which leads to no more snooze. Stop hitting the snooze button. It doesn't work. It kills your dreams. You're dreaming, your snooze button goes off. If you get up and you can remember your dreams, you hit snooze button, you're done. They're gone. It's a psychological trick. You are really not getting any more rest, any more anything. You're not. So your internal clock, it messes up your internal clock. Stop hitting the snooze button. It's time to get up. 18 seconds. That is all you need. If snooze button goes up and you get up for 18 seconds, you're up. You're moving. Once that thing clicks, you know, to 19 seconds, you're good. That's all you need is 18 seconds. So the snooze button does not give you more sleep. You're not going to get more rest or this. Get up. It's time to start moving. You know, it's time to tackle your day. And if you really want to get your day off to a great start, make your bed. Get up in the morning and make your bed. You're going to have a lot of things coming at you during the course of the day. And some you're going to win and some you're going to have to retry again. Making your bed is your first win of the day. You completed a task. It's done. Check the box. I started my day with something in the W column. Get up, make your bed. But get past that 18 seconds. That whole snooze thing is a psychological trick just to mess with you. It's going to mess up your internal clock. You're not waking up naturally. Turn off snooze and get up and get moving. All right, a bonus habit, since we made it through all these habits, is stop changing your mind. You're waiting for a perfect situation. You're waiting to have all of the data, all of the information, and you're stuck in analysis paralysis. You got to take the best information you have and make a decision. It's not carved in stone. Any plans we make, we all know that are penciled in and we need to change and we need to update them. We need to modify them as things go, but you need to make a decision. When people are faced with challenges, they generally have three responses. They freeze, they flight, run away, or they're fighting. Make a decision, because none of these habits are gonna move your business forward. Create solutions. So when problems come up, you work on problem solving. Solutions need to be created with your clients or those that have a vested interest. And move forward. I'll tell you right now, nothing's going to be perfect. But stay focused on your goals. Stay focused on what you want to execute. Don't be concerned how others are going to perceive you. Hence, you risk becoming those perceptions. So you can't worry about that. We've all learned so much. We're all experts at what we do, and you only have so much data and information. Make a decision. Move forward with that decision. Don't be shy. But the lack of decision, the indecisiveness, is keeping you rudders amidship. You're not going anywhere. You're going with the tide. You're going where the tide wants you to go, not where you want to go. So you really need to make a decision. So some parting questions. So as we do a little self-reflection here, identify one behavior you're going to stop. Just one. Big, small. I mean, for me, I don't leave my shoes by the front door anymore. I wear size 15 shoes. I mean, this is like leaving large obstacles in the way. I don't leave my shoes by the front door anymore, Change of mentality you're going to change. What's one mentality you're going to change? I do not respond to any texts, emails, or phone calls if I'm feeling a little emotional about whatever situation it is. Not doing it. There's a mentality I'm changing. I want to be able to sit back, think about it, and approach it properly. Because I don't want to send one of those emails out that you're going to regret. So change one mentality. Then what's an action that you're going to end? What's something that you're working on that you keep doing over and over again and expecting different results? The definition of insanity. What is one action that you're going to end? Something that you need to stop that's holding you back. And you might come up with 8 or 10. Pick one. Pick one. You keep hitting singles and you're going to win. If you come up and try to hit a grand slam every time you're up at bat, not so much. Keep hitting singles. What is one action that you're going to want to end? So have the courage to challenge yourself. You have the tools, you have the knowledge, you have the expertise. So now what I'm challenging you to is make a decision and go with it. So look through some of the habits and start identifying and looking at yourself. It's self-reflection. So there's my parting questions and the 24-hour challenge. So thank you guys for, paying attention there, and happy to answer any questions anyone might have.
Thanks, Dave. That was great. I think we all have a lot to think about. I wonder if anyone would like to share any of the behaviors we're going to stop. I know recently I started to put, behaviors that we're going to change. I started to put my phone on Do Not Disturb at night. So you don't even get that vibrating or anything. It's better than just turning the volume down. And then mentality-wise, I often don't live in the moment, and it's just not, living in the moment is a great way to get more things done, not get aggravated at things, to appreciate things more. So those are the two things I know I'm working on. Does anybody else have anything that they want to share that either they've been working on or something that they came away with from today's talk from Dave?
I think Dave pointing out the phone thing in the morning, that's a good habit for me to break, because it's literally, as soon as I wake up, boom, the phone is in my face. So I like that one. I think that'll be the habit I'll have to work on.
But just so you know, the habits of the most successful people, they wake up early, no snooze, they wake up early, they make their bed, they do something physical. So yoga, weights, whatever, do some sort of exercise, 20, 30 minutes, nothing huge. In the mirror, 3 to 5 things they're grateful for,
I like that.
Gratitude, 3 to 5 things you are grateful for. And then they do something spiritual, whether it's formal prayer, whether it's meditation. These are some of the morning habits of the most successful people in the world. These are some of the things that they do every morning. And if you get up early, your phone's not blowing up with emails and blah, blah, blah. You can focus on you and getting your day focused and getting your day flowing. That's what the most successful people in the world do.
I like it.
Great. Fantastic. All right. Well, thank you, Dave.
My
Thank
pleasure.
you, Mary.
Yeah, thank you, Dave.
This was great. I think we all have a lot to work on and be more present in the moment and relax. So it's been good. Alex, do you have anything else before we close the
I
program?
just wanted to thank everyone. Mary, I think that is probably the most relaxed I've been in, I don't know, months. So I think I'm going to have to start looking into this whole meditation thing. I think that was great. The breathing, I'm like, breathe. Somebody has to remind me to breathe. Apparently they do.
And we've also put the contact information of David and Mary and the Shiva Shanti Yoga School into the chat. If anybody wants to go in there and take a look. I do know both of these companies and they're outstanding. And this was a great program, guys. I loved it.
It was great. A lot to think about. So thank you so much for everyone for coming. Check the chat for the contact information for Dave and Mary if you'd like to reach out to them. And I'm good. Is everyone else good? And we'll wrap it up. Great. Thank you so much for everyone for coming.
And have a great day.